Are you thinking about making a move to Rochester, Minnesota, and you're wondering if it's really the right place for you and your family? Well, if you're relocating for a new job, medical career, or just a lifestyle change, this could be one of the most important decisions of your life. But here's the truth. Making a move without asking the right questions first can really lead to some stress, regret, and costly mistakes. So in this video, we're going to break down the top questions that you need to ask before moving to Rochester, Minnesota, so that you can feel very confident about your next chapter. And we are going to cover everything. We're going to go over lots of questions from what's the weather like, to what are the schools like, what's healthcare, housing, and those hidden gems that only locals know. Hi everyone, I'm Kelly Domaille with Domaille Real Estate at eXp Realty. So whether you're a medical professional transferring to the Mayo Clinic, a family relocating for better schools, or someone that's just craving a simpler lifestyle with some big city perks, well, I've helped hundreds of clients like you make their move confidently. So let's make sure Rochester is the right fit for you. Again, I'm Kelly Domaille with Domaille Real Estate, and we specialize in helping families, professionals, and especially physicians relocate to the Rochester area here and the surrounding communities with ease. And if you're thinking about making the move, you can reach out to me anytime, 507-398-9044, or through any of my contact links below. We'll be super excited to help you with your transition to Rochester. Now, I'm in northern Minnesota on vacation this week, but we are here to talk about Rochester. So what's the job market like in Rochester? Well, who are those top employers? The Mayo Clinic is Rochester's largest employer and one of the top hospitals in the world. With over 40,000 employees, it's the backbone of our city's economy. And IBM, Olmsted Medical Center, and Rochester Public Schools, those are also major contributors to our economy. Now, we do get a question in regards to growth in the non-medical industries. Well, yes, we have a lot of tech expansion here, especially through the Destination Medical Center initiative, which really encourages startups and innovation. Education, biotech, and hospitality are also growing as well. Now, along with that comes the question of what's the average salary. Now, the median household income here is about $77,000. So physicians, engineers, and IT professionals, they're going to earn significantly more, while service industry wages are also competitive in the region. Now, remote work options are also increasing. Many Rochester residents work remotely for national companies, and they enjoy the affordability and the quality of life here. So what's the overall Rochester economic outlook? Well, it is very strong here. We had a $5 billion commitment through the Destination Medical Center initiative, and Rochester is expected to grow steadily through 2035 and beyond. Okay, so enough about work. Let's talk about schools. Are the schools highly rated here? Well, yes, Rochester Public Schools, they have really strong ratings across the board, especially Mayo High School, Century High School, and Bamber Valley Elementary. And families have access to several private and charter schools like Lourdes Catholic School, Rochester STEM Academy, and Rochester Beacon Academy. Plus, homeschooling and co-op programs are supported very well here. Now, with that, people want to know what's the student to teacher ratio. And the average ratio is 16:1, which allows for some good personalized attention and a strong sense of community within the schools. And there is early childhood education accessibility. The district and multiple private centers offer full-day preschool and early intervention programs. And the community is so supportive around education. Rochester has active parent-teacher organizations and frequent school events, and many parents are very involved in the enrichment programs and the extracurriculars. Now let's move on to neighborhoods and which one of those are going to fit your lifestyle and your budget. So good family-friendly neighborhoods are Bailey Meadows, Fox Hill, Kutsky Park, because they offer great schools, parks, and a good sense of safety. People often ask, where do all the doctors live? You're a big medical community. Well, they tend to choose some of the high-end neighborhoods like Summerby Golf Community, which is in Byron, Montgomery Meadows, which is in Byron, Scenic Oaks. There are so many great higher-end communities. Plus, there's lots of great areas downtown with condos that offer short commutes and good amenities. There are also many new construction options. There's communities like Montgomery Meadows, right on the border of Rochester and Byron, that are popular for new builds and customizable layouts. Now, overall, a big question we get is how is the affordability? Well, Rochester's median home price is around $320,000, with options ranging from townhomes, which are under $250,000, to luxury homes that are well over $1 million. So we've got everything in between. We also get asked a lot about main floor living availability for downsizers or the elderly community. And because we are a very driven community. Ranch style homes, villas, main floor living is a big thing here in Rochester. So you'll have plenty of options to choose from. Now overall, what's the lifestyle like right here in Rochester? What is there to do for fun? Well, there's tons. You can explore the Quarry Hill Nature Center, you can kayak on Silver Lake, or you can enjoy just fine dining downtown. The city hosts festivals year-round, art shows, and they have a very vibrant music scene. And there is a very strong community vibe. Rochester is friendly and it's inclusive. And whether it's Thursdays on First, Rochester Fest, or winter carnivals, there's always something to do. And one of the best things about Rochester is that our population is really diverse. With a globally recognized medical center like the Mayo Clinic, Rochester is home to professionals and cultures from all over the world, and diversity is very embraced here. Now, just because we have the Mayo Clinic and Olmsted Medical, how is the healthcare access? Well, it's second to none, and residents have access to these world-class specialists, the clinics, and the wellness care. Now, we are the North, so people always wonder, is it easy to get outdoors? Yes, we have hundreds of parks, we have miles of trails. Actually, Rochester is known for its walkability score. And we have 4 full seasons, which make it super easy to enjoy the outdoor year-round. Now, another question we get asked is, what's the cost of living and the taxes? And how does it compare to the national average? Well, Rochester is slightly below the U.S. average. Housing and utilities are affordable compared to most coastal cities. Now, are property taxes high? Well, they're probably about mid-range for Minnesota. The trade-off is top-tier public services and schools. Taxes, top services. You choose. Now, what about income taxes in Minnesota? Not property taxes, income taxes. Well, Minnesota has a very progressive tax rate. It's wise to consult a tax professional if you're relocating from a no-tax state here to Minnesota. And then along with taxes, we also need to factor in utilities and services. Are they affordable? Well, yes, natural gas, electric, and internet rates are very competitive with excellent service providers. So specifically, we get asked, are there any other financial benefits for doctors or residents relocating here? Well, definitely. There are physician loan programs, Mayo Clinic offers relocation stipends, and first-time buyer incentives are readily available. Now, you got to get around town. So what do you need to know about commuting and transportation? Well, the good thing is our traffic is not bad here. We are a big city, but we don't have the congestion. It's pretty mild. Most commutes are really under 20 minutes, even during our peak hours. And our public transportation is very reliable. Rochester Public Transit is efficient with clean buses, and it's always expanding its routes. Now, could you even bike to work? Absolutely. Rochester is a very bike-friendly city with connected trails and citywide lanes. Now, is parking easy when you're downtown? You can talk to 10 different people and they might give you 10 different options. But parking ramps and street options make it more convenient, even for Mayo Clinic employees. Now, what's the airport access like? If you didn't know, Rochester has an international airport here, and that offers regional and countrywide services. While Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport is about 75 minutes away for those global flights, we have the convenience of having an international airport right here in Rochester. Now, the big one, what's the weather like? Well, yes, you will survive the winter. You just need a good coat and some good snow boots. Snow is definitely going to be expected, but our plow drivers are professionals and they keep those roads clear. Plus, our homes are built to be very well insulated. Now, the other side is our summers are beautiful. They are beautiful, they're breezy, they're ideal for sitting on your patios, being outdoors like this, hiking in late days. Does it get humid? Of course it does. But generally it's not oppressive like in the South. And oh my gosh, our spring and fall, it's stunning. The fall foliage and spring blooms really make these seasons some of the local favorites. Now, when you talk about housing here in our climate, do we need special weatherproofing? Well, our construction here includes insulated windows, proper roofing, and even sump pumps for those wet springs. And those are smart upgrades in this region. Now, a lot of people looking to relocate, they're looking for some help and some guidance. Can someone guide me through the whole process? Yes, we specialize in full service relocations, and they're tailored to fit you. They're not cookie cutter. And we have worked with physicians and the hospital staff for years, so we understand how that schedule can be really tight and stressful. So we're going to help alleviate that for you. We know what matters: commute times, call schedules, and schools. So we're able to provide virtual tours when you can't be here in person or video showings. We've helped many clients buy before they even stepped foot in Rochester. We can also connect you with lenders. We work with trusted lenders, including specialists in physician home loans with little to no down payment options. So if you'd like to know more about what to ask before moving to Rochester, Minnesota, please subscribe to our channel. Make sure you follow us on our socials, hit that like button down below. And I know we answered a lot of questions, but if you still have more, please put them down in the comments below and we'll make sure that we address those. I'm Kelly Domaille with Domaille Real Estate. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.